Hello, and you're looking at firststepsinforex.com, latest video for the euro dollar daily chart. Today is the 22nd of February, it's a Tuesday, and here we have a daily chart as it stands at this moment. This is the last bar, this is today's bar, and as you can see, we had in the past we've had a big move up here, but recently it turned and notice it bounced off this support resistance pivot area and started going back down again, and we've bounced off it twice here, plus we had another pivot area, the 61.8% retracement from this upper move to here, and in the last day or two it's just gone screaming back down. It was a classic double top. We have a 61.8% retracement from the move, plus we had this trend line, although it was only confirmed after this, and therefore we had the big drop, and we had a nice pattern here, reversal pattern on the Japanese candlesticks. Okay, so we've been shooting down. So I managed to go, I did mean to do my update yesterday, but I couldn't. So I went short this morning after we breached the low of the previous day. I went shooting down, and I had a stop loss, and it did bounce back up a bit. So I'm currently out. I made about 85 pips. We burst through this support and resistance, so the new target is down here, but I'm just waiting for a retracement to go short again. Okay, and we're currently at the 135,444. So the target area has got to be down. There's a nice big number there. The 143. Well, we've got a target area. There's a 135,500 around here. That's also a pivot area. In fact, we should draw it in because it's such a nice round number, and we should be wary of it. Okay, but it's a minor, reasonably minor, because it hasn't really. Oh, it bounced off here. And it did bounce off around here, or at least the closes were there. It didn't, not the highs and the lows, but it bounced off here as well. So it's a bounce off here. So it's a strong possibility it could affect it again, or a reasonable possibility. Remember, Forex is all about probabilities. So you're looking for things. What's the most likely thing to happen? But we don't make our move until it starts to happen. You can make your move beforehand, but then you have to have a tighter stop, really, just in case. So anyway, we are currently today with a very, very, very big drop, and a lot of this is down to the latest news, I think, with trouble in the Middle East, in Egypt and Libya and Bahrain, etc. It's making people nervous, and people are then moving their money into the dollar because it's perceived as a safe haven. Okay, so that has dropped quite dramatically today, and probably will continue to do so, and we're probably looking at a target down here or even below. Okay, so we need to come back out. In order to identify that target, we should put a Fibonacci from this low to this high. I'm going to take out the previous one because it's not necessary anymore. We don't really need it, and we had some lines here that I drew in before. Let's take those out. They're not necessary. So here's, you've got from this low to this high retraced to 23.6%. We're approaching the 38.2, which is also roughly this area here. And look at that, it's just another great example of we're very close to the 1.35000, which is obviously a major round number, and it's smack on the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement. So based on what I said earlier before, that's a reinforcing position, so that could be a turning point to bounce back up. Okay, if we break through it, then the next one's down here, the 50% retracement. Euro dollars like to bounce off 50% retracement, so that would be the other target. Okay. So at the moment, if you're not currently short, then look to go short on a retracement. If you are short, then tighten your stops when you're approaching this area. If it breaks through, then tighten your stops when you approach this area, and try and grab as many pips as possible. Okay, go to the weekly chart. Well, as you see, we had that 61.8% retracement. We've even got a much longer, if you like, There's a kind of a trend line, a much longer term trend line here. I mean, it bounced off there, and there. We had a breach of it here, but it was a false breach, and here as well. So that could be useful to keep an eye on as a reaction, another reaction line. We've got this one, but also we've got this longer term trend line, which is more powerful. So we need to watch that one as well on the weekly chart. Back to daily. Just to summarize, as we're saying, we've bounced off this trend line. We're heading down for the reasons I explained. This is our first target area, this is our second target area, so be careful and watch for those, and we should make some nice pips this week. Bearing in mind the geopolitical situation, it's likely that the euro dollar will drop further because the dollar will be more popular. Okay, great, that's it. Well, if you want to hear about more of the tools that I use to analyze the markets, then please go to www.firststepsinforex.com, and there you can download a free manual and lots of videos, all for free as well, to get you going. And then I will send you out regular updates and other bits and pieces in the future. Okay, so thanks very much for watching, and we'll come back in a few days. Thank you. Goodbye.